I'm so glad that I'm in a gym where it's just me, because...
Hi YouTube, I'm back. Hello. Week 2. That's exciting. Another week with me, ya boy, Maggie. Hello, how's it doing? So this week I tried Whitney Simmons Back and Biceps workout, and we'll go through all of it. I'll put in some clips of me doing the exercises, and then I'll let you know what I thought, what I liked, what I didn't like, overall thoughts, yada yada. Okay, so the first exercise, the lat pull downs with a single arm emphasis. I thought this was the most awkward move I have ever done. I didn't know like how low to pull the bar before one arm just goes. Here's the thing, right? If you have a straight bar or kind of like a bent bar like she had, and you pull the bar down as low as you can go where your wrist stays straight, you're gonna get that pinch that she was talking about, right? So she says that she does the single arm emphasis because she gets that pinch.
I find that the single arm emphasis allows you to get just a little bit more of a pinch at the very bottom. So really pull down, squeeze tight, feel that pinch, and release nice and slow all the way up.
But I felt like I wanted to move my obliques. So to get that pinch, I wanted to kind of twist. I didn't like it. I'll be honest. Not a fan. I recommend just using a regular bent bar and just pulling straight down. So something you can also do if you don't want to use a straight bar, or if you really want that single arm, that squeeze or that pinch that she said, is just to use a handle and do a single arm lat pull down. That way you're only emphasizing one side, right? Like the other side, you'll get to that in a sec. You're just doing one side. And so you're really feeling it on that side, and then you're really feeling it on the other side, and it's not this weird, awkward, pendulum-y type of thing. I really feel it in that lat, so much more of that one side, way more than I ever could with the bar and doing that. So then exercise numero, so I actually really like this one. This is a straight arm lat pull down. A kayak movement is what she called it. It's a straight arm lat pull down with a straight bar, except you're kind of doing a kayak move. So you're moving to one side and then to the other side. And this I found was less awkward than the bar because there wasn't this like teeter-tottering sort of thing. It's kind of just one side, other side, like I'm rowing a boat or kayak. So she did say that she does this to get that pinch again in that lat and in that one side. Honestly, you don't need this to get that pinch or that emphasis. You can just pull to your belly button, your navel, like you normally would, and you'll be able to get that pinch as long as you kind of pause it in that contracted part, and then you release slowly. You'll get that pinch. Or you can use a rope attachment, and that way you can get a little deeper so your hands can end at the sides. So your hands can end at your sides and not in front of you. That way you can get a little deeper.
So the next
exercise, I hated. My wrists, it hurt my wrists so much. So what I've learned over the years and what I tell my clients is if something hurts, don't do it. Obviously there's a difference between a hurt and a burn, right? You gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. But if something hurts, like my wrists, I don't do it. I skip it completely, or I find an alternate exercise, which is what I did. So I moved the cable positioning into a low position, and I did a underhand still, and did a low to mid row. So I just pulled that cable to my navel. Underhand, low to mid row, I felt was way more comfortable on my wrists, so I just did that. on to an easy bar curl. She did say that you can use dumbbell. There's really not much difference between a barbell and a dumbbell. The only difference, I guess, is that one arm cannot hold more weight than the other, right? So if you're using a barbell and your right arm is stronger than your left, your right arm is going to get to that shoulder quicker than that left and really kind of be the front runner in lifting that weight. If you're doing the dumbbells, they're independent of each other. Like the right arm can't help lefty, lefty can't help righty, and they're doing their own thing. So if you have muscle imbalances, if you notice that one side of your body is stronger than the other, I definitely recommend using dumbbells over a barbell. She does give a tip on extending all the way down and making sure that she squeezes her tricep. So if you look at my weird elbows, you notice that I'm kind of pushing my elbows out, squeezing that tricep. I am double jointed in my elbows, so it might look weird. But she says that so you can get that full range of motion. 100% agree with that. Definitely stick to that full range of motion, because the hardest part of a curl is going from those straight arms to curling it. So from a dead stop, so there's no kind of bounce, no momentum, so you're not feeding off of that at all. And then we have a superset. I love me some supersets, so performing one exercise and then an next exercise back to back with no rest until you finish both exercises. I did end up lowering the weight for the, what does she call it? She calls it a bent over wide and high row, or a rear delt row. I did end up lowering the weight because the weight at this point was a little too heavy and I was doing a little bit of a bounce, so I really wanted to make sure that the movement was slow and controlled. And then I superset a bent over single arm row, which you could do on a bench, or what I did is I just threw a leg back into kind of a lunge position and I just rode that way. As long as you are bent over from the waist and you're using one arm, you're good. Here's the thing about a superset. If you're doing a superset with the same muscle, same movement, so doing the bent over wide and high rear delt row, and then going right into single arm dumbbell rows, you're doing that same pulling movement, so your body is going to get really fatigued really quickly. So if I'm doing 3 sets of those consistently with, say, my right side first, my right side is going to fatigue quicker than my left because my left gets a little bit of a break after the wide and high rows. So I like to alternate between starting with my right arm for those single arm rows and then my left arm for those single arm rows. Now there are 3 sets, so usually if I create a routine myself and I do a superset where it's a double arm exercise and then a single arm exercise, I make sure that there's an even number so I can alternate and make sure that my left starts twice, my right starts twice, something like that. Then we have the very last exercise, which is a bicep burnout, and that's the reason probably that these puppies are sore. The way she had it is you would do a curl with a static hold on one arm, so 5 of them, and then switch to hold on the other arm with 5 of them, and then go back and forth, and then you crank out 5 to 10 full curls with both arms at the same time. And this hurt. Like my biceps were feeling it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate a good burn. It's 2020 now. I want to grow these puppies. I want big old biceps. I want to intimidate people. I want to be like,
oh, you need directions? The directions are it's that way.
Mom, you're calling me. Hello? Hi. Here, say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Oh, this is not weird. Okay, done. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
I love you too, Mom. Bye.
Bye.
Overall, yes, it was a good workout. It was a good bicep and back workout. You get all aspects of the back, except didn't get much of the lower back, except, let me say except one more time.
Except
Those high and wide bent over rows, because if you're in that bent position, then you are working that lower back, keeping that body in that position. But I would have liked to see a little bit more lower back action. But you got the lats, you got the mid back, you got the rear delts, you got the biceps, all of that fun stuff. Overall, it was a good workout. Weird exercises, and I love some new and different exercises, but it was weird, man. It was weird. All right, I'm out, I'm done, enough ranting. Comment down below on what you would like to see me try next. I'm sorry, I'm out here. Bye. Look at this. Should I peel it off? Okay, I'll peel it off. Look away if you're squeamish about dead skin. I can't feel this, right? But I am gonna peel it for you. Peel porn, you're welcome, Christine. Should I be like gold member and kidding? Oh shit, I'm still recording.